Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you guys are keeping safe and keeping healthy. I know the atmosphere in our country nowadays is very bad, and obviously you don't have to wear makeup sitting at home, but with me I feel really good when I watch makeup videos. Makeup just lightens up my mood and it just cheers me up. So I thought let's just continue with filming and sharing with you my love for makeup. Well, today's video is just a very simple, plain, laid back kind of a makeup look. In today's video I wanted to use the Huda Beauty matte and metal eyeshadow. This is the first time I'm using this eyeshadow. It has been in the market for quite some time now. It's not a new product, but I've never used these eyeshadows, but I've heard so many good things about these. I just got my hands on this one recently at Sephora, and this is in the shade Drop Top and Double Pump Latte. So today's video is all about this beautiful liquid eyeshadow today, and just let's get started with today's video. And before that, if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel if you love makeup like I do. And let's get started with today's video. I've already moisturized my face, but to add some extra moisture to my face, I'm taking my 4th Beauty Turmeric face milk, and I'm taking a very small amount of this into my palm and then just rub it all over the face to add that extra layer of hydration and moisture to the face. It's a really nice and a non-sticky kind of a product. It does not make your face look or feel oily, but does add a really nice layer of hydration and moisture to your face and gives a really nice and a smooth base for the rest of the makeup to lay on top of. Now, as you can see, I have some really bad dark circles on my under eyes today, and I need to do some color correcting for them. And for that, I'm taking my trusty CoverFX Correct Lick Orange Corrector. And as always with my finger, I'm going to just apply a very tiny amount of it on my under eyes. And a tiny bit of it around my mouth as well. These are the areas where I have the most darkness and pigmentation on my face. And then for the foundation, I'm diving into an oldie but a goodie. This is the Clinique Even Better Glow Light Reflecting Makeup with SPF 15. And I'm just taking out a very small amount of it on the back of my hand. I don't want a very heavy base. I want a very light base because it's very hot here. So just to even out any pigmentation that is there on my face and to even out the skin tone, I'm taking it with my finger and just dotting it all over the face. And then whatever is left on the back of my hand, I'm taking it up with my beauty sponge and dabbing it out all over the face. It is a beautiful, very lightweight and a very natural looking foundation. I wouldn't call it a full-on foundation as it is more like a CC or BB cream, you can say, and it does a beautiful job at evening out your skin tone while remaining super lightweight on the skin, and it just looks like your skin but better. And it does not melt off your face even if the weather is very hot or very humid. It still stays intact quite nicely, and it will last you a good 5 to 6 hours, I would say, nicely, and it would last you even more if you touch up throughout the day. Please ignore this stupid mosquito bite on my forehead. I don't know why, but the mosquitoes seem to love me a lot. And as you can see, it gives a really nice and an even base to the face. It is not a super glowy and not a super matte foundation. It's just in between and looks really nice and natural. And for those of you who are wondering, I'm in the shade WN48 Oat in this foundation. Next, coming on to the concealer, again one of my absolute favorites. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer. And I'm taking out a very tiny amount of it on the back of my hand, and then with my beauty sponge I'm applying it on my under eyes and around the mouth and on the center of the face where I want some extra coverage and a little bit of a highlight to the face. Now this I've mentioned a lot of times on my channel. This is one of my absolute favorite concealers. It is such a beautiful lightweight concealer and it gives a really nice natural look to your face. It does not look like you've applied too much makeup or anything like that. It is a very hydrating formula and it does not cake up or patch up at all. It does however crease a tiny bit because it's a super hydrating formula, but otherwise it looks absolutely stunning. Next I'm going to set the concealer, and for that I'm taking my L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte Powder, and with a smaller powder brush I am going to apply it only and only in the areas where I've applied the concealer, because I do not want my concealer to crease throughout the day. It's a really nice and one of my favorite powders at the drugstore, and it's super affordable as well. And you get a mirror in this, and you get this applicator along with it, and this makes it perfect to be carried around with you for any touch-ups throughout the day. Next I'm going to finish up the face makeup first, and now I'm going to just bronze up my face, and for that I'm taking my Sephora collection bronzing face powder in the shade Canary Islands, and with the angled bronzer brush I am going to just apply it on the usual areas that I bronze up, that is along with the hollows of the cheeks, the temples of the forehead, along the jawline, and on the sides of the nose. It's a really nice, not a very cool toned or not a very warm toned bronzer, so it is a perfect product to just contour and bronze up your face altogether. Next for the blush, I'm taking one of my absolute favorites. This is the classic Wet n Wild color icon blush in the shade Mellow Wine. I'm just going to apply it on the apples of the cheeks and drag it backwards as well, and I'll also swipe it across my nose and the chin to add a beautiful flush of color to the face. Now you have seen this blush on my channel a lot of times, and I've mentioned it over and over again that this is one of my absolute favorite blushes, not just at the drugstore but of all time. And I also mentioned it in my top 10 blushes video, which I'll link here on the screen above if you haven't checked it already. Next, coming on to the highlighter, I'm taking my Morphe high impact highlighter in the shade Extra, and I'm just going to apply it on all the high points of the face. It's a beautiful champagne toned highlighter, golden champagne highlighter, and looks really nice and natural. It's not a super intense highlighter and gives a really nice glowing from within kind of a glow, and looks absolutely stunning on the face. Now before I move in with the eyeshadows, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows off the camera, and I'm back. Now coming on to the eyeshadows, I'm first going to take the matte side of this eyeshadow, which is the shade Double Pump Latte, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply just a tiny bit of it directly from the applicator onto the eyelid, and then to blend it out I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills dual ended brush, and with the fluffier side I'm going to just blend out the edges of the eyeshadow. I do not want to blend out the entire eyeshadow because it will diffuse the color too much, and the pigmentation will not be there as I would like it to be. It's a really nice nude peaches shade, and wow, it blends out like a dream. Just look at it, how beautiful it looks. I'm going to try to build up the shade a little bit more and see how it works on top of itself. Just added a tiny bit more of it, and then I am going to diffuse the edges of the shade. And well, it does build up really nicely on top of itself as well. It does not look patchy or it does not crease in the eyes, and you get enough time to work with it. It does settle down quite nicely, but it does give you a good half a minute or so to blend it out. It looks absolutely stunning. I'm going to go ahead and do it on the other eye as well, and as always I applied it on my eyelashes as well. Guys, make sure that you do not use a very fluffy blending brush with this, because it will diffuse out the color a lot and you will not get any pigmentation out of this eyeshadow. Use a blending brush which is a tad bit more dense, so that it does not diffuse out or spread out the color too much and the pigmentation remains there. I'm really loving how this eyeshadow looks. Beautiful. Next I'm going to take the shimmery side of this and I'm going to add a very tiny amount of it just on the inner half of my eyelid. Wow, it is such a beautiful glitter. Look at it, how reflective and stunning it looks. And with the other end of the same eyeshadow brush, I'm going to just blend out the edges of this eyeshadow. I'm loving this eyeshadow. I'm going to do it on the other eye as well. I am in love with how this eyeshadow looks. It's stunning and super easy to use. I'm bummed at myself. Why didn't I try it any sooner? I'm not going to add any kajal or eyeliner to the look today, and so I'm just taking a tiny bit of the matte eyeshadow with the flat side of the brush, and I'm going to run it along with the lower lash line. And next I'm going to finish off the eye look with a mascara, and for that I'm taking my Kiko Milano Lost in Amalfi 24-hour lasting click mascara, and I am just going to load up my eyelashes with this beautiful mascara. It's a really nice volumizing mascara. It adds so much drama to your eyelashes and it looks absolutely stunning. The wand on this is a really nice thick wand, and it also gives a really nice curl and lift to your eyelashes, and it lasts really stunningly throughout the day. Add a tiny bit of the highlighter to my brow bone and the inner corner of the eyes and the cupid's bow. And lastly for the lips, I'm taking my Dose of Colors lipstick in the shade Toast. It is a beautiful light peachy nude shade, and I'm applying it directly from the bullet and going to just blend it out using my finger. And on top of that I'm going to apply a tiny bit of my Lancome L'Absolu Gloss Sheer in the shade 230. It is a beautiful peachy gloss with lots of glitter all over it. And well, that is it guys. This is the final finished makeup look. I am really loving how this makeup look has turned out. Looks so nice, monochromatic, peachy kind of a makeup look, and I absolutely love the eyeshadows, the formula on this eyeshadow, the pigmentation, the whole look is so stunning. It is super easy to use, and it is absolutely 100% beginner friendly as well. If you are a beginner, you can definitely get away with this eyeshadow very easily, and I highly recommend for you guys to check out one shade or the other. You don't have to necessarily take this shade. This is more of a everyday kind of a very beautiful nude kind of a shade. However, if you are a tad bit darker than my skin tone, it might look a little bit too light on you, but you do have a lot of color choices in these eyeshadows, and you will definitely find one or the other shade that will suit your skin tone as well. I hope you guys enjoy watching my videos as much as I enjoy making them for you. If you do, please like and share my videos, and do subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.